So over the past month or two, I have been kind of thinking about suggestions slash topics slash, opinions or hot takes on specific things that I feel like should kind of improve the game or at least, be added onto the game. Some of these are features that already exist but could be expanded upon, or are just minor things that could be kind of added or touched upon. To kind of make one thing clear, this is my opinion slash thoughts on these, so none of this is, something that I'm expecting to be added, just some things that I personally would like accessibility wise or feature wise to the game. First off, something as a Crucible player that I like is bigger maps. Medium sized maps, not super large maps, but not super small maps either. Bungie has gone ahead and announced that they are coming out with Sparrow Control. When I actually was thinking of this idea, this was back when the Sparrow glitch was happening inside of Crucible. Medium-sized maps with sparrows, being able to drive around them, hop off of them, get pikes and stuff, similar to how Destiny 1 had those big maps where you could drive vehicles around and had ramps and stuff, and were a little bit bigger. I think those maps coming back would be amazing and would be really, really fun. Another kind of smaller thing is hit markers. Personally, whenever I throw a grenade or I'm using some sort of damage over time ability, you get the red hit marker that pops up on your crosshair. Well, whenever I'm shooting at someone or something, I also get the red crosshair. And it's really hard to kind of see if I'm actually hitting my shots or if that's my grenade dealing damage or vice versa. I actually would prefer if, the hit marker would change shape or color depending on what is damaging what. So if I'm shooting someone, it has a different hit marker from me throwing a grenade and hitting someone with a grenade. Or if I'm shooting at, say, for instance, a shield, I actually get a hit marker that I'm hitting an overshield or a shield, then hitting a actual, flesh or body of an enemy. I think also the floating numbers should also kind of reflect that. I think Bungie has started implementing something similar. You know how when you shoot someone in like the body, it's red numbers, but when you shoot someone in the head or in a crit spot, it's gold. I think they should change color based off of element and other things. I believe I've seen something like that in the works. I could be mistaken. This is more of kind of a personal opinion, but I like it when you have to physically interact with a chest to get loot from it. I don't like watching a chest open on its own and loot popping out. It just feels more enjoyable to interact and then see the loot pop up on the side of your screen. Having it just pop out, shoot out is cool and all, but I prefer it when you actually have to interact with it. This next one is actually one that I got from a friend of mine. Traveling too much to do a simple task. For instance, opening the vault, opening engrams, gathering certain things from the postmaster. You don't need to travel from place to place to do all this. Being able to kind of just make it to where like there's a menu where you can look at your postmaster, your vault, and other vendors from one location would be very nice. Lastly, I think a filter system or a search feature for your inventory, shaders, collections, etc. should exist. I think it should be very easy for us to click a button to filter certain seasonal stuff as well as certain activity stuff. If I want to find specific loot for Guardian of Salvation, I should be able to filter only loot in Guardian of Salvation, whether that be the armor, weapons, ships, sparrows, shaders, etc. I wish for ability to filter that and being able to identify what, I can earn from that location, as well as being able to filter shaders, and as well as just typing in a search bar. Like if I want to search Sunshot, it comes up with Sunshot and anything related to Sunshot. I think that would be pretty cool to have in game. It would actually help out a lot of people for finding specific gear, as well as being able to identify and see what's new and what's old, as well as what has returned and what hasn't. As a side note, I think that you should be able to have a drop down menu to see what all perks this gun can roll with, as well as just being able to identify what roles each weapon can have, and being able to see like, hey, this is a roll, and kind of just like look and see what how the stats change in the collections itself. Anyways, those are my thoughts, opinions, hot takes, whatever you want to call them, on some minor features that I think would benefit Destiny. If you have any, leave them down in the comments below and I will read and react to them. Anyways, Guardians, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your dawning, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.